What is your greatest weakness? No, I'm not asking you a question, but I'm telling you the question which is one of the most common in the job interviews, and which we almost everyone give a very wrong answer, and due to which we lose one opportunity to portray our talent in front of the interviewer. So in this video, I'll help you in giving the answer of this question in the best possible way, and this video will also help you in preparing for your interview. So friends, let's take it forward. So why this question exists? You may not believe it, but this is a lot less absurd as it looks. Actually, this is a very important question in the interview process, and it is one of the most challenging questions that an interviewer may ask you. When an interviewer asks you this question, they actually want to see how well you respond to a question which is intentionally meant to throw you off your game. Actually, they want to see how you face and react to this question. Interviewers' main task is to select the best talent for the job, which means they have to reject the non-deserving candidates and select the deserving ones. So by this question, they want to see how you react when they catch you off guard with this question. They also want to see how much you know about yourself, because the more you know about yourself, the better you are able to improve. So going beyond the normal answers for this question, you may actually bring up the best side of yours in front of the interviewer. So how you should frame your answer? But now you know that this question is another opportunity to emphasize and portray your skills and talent in front of the interviewer. So never confuse yourself and choose the wrong answer. And if you have already answered this question, that what is your best strength, I think you already have the answer with you, but I'll explain this in detail later on. For God's sake, stop answering with the phrases like I am a perfectionist, or I don't have any weakness, or you should find a weakness in me, or I want to skip the answer. Because these answers or phrases will portray you as a over smart person, which I think nobody likes. And also there is another set of answers which is like I am a very emotional person, I trust others very easily, and so on. And these are very obvious answers and which are very common in the job seekers. But sometimes these answers can bring you in the red zone, because sometimes these answers will be a red flag for the jobs that you are applying. And also these answers will bring you in the category of an average job seeker. And I think nobody wants to be an average job seeker. Whenever you appear for a job interview, you should always go through the job description without a fail, because the job descriptions will give you a brief idea about the job, the technical skills and the functional skills required for the job. And if there is not much given in the job description, you should always check the company website for the About Us, mission statement or vision section. These sections will give you a brief idea about the company culture and the functional skills which are required or preferred in the jobs. People can judge your technical skills with the help of technical tests, but for functional skills, you should be precise about what you are speaking, which skills you are emphasizing, and which skills are important in the jobs for which you are giving the interview and which you are applying. People want to hire a perfect candidate. There would be many candidates who can match the technical skills for the job, but there will be very few candidates who have both the technical and functional skills required for the job. So if you are technically fit for the role, you should emphasize on the functional skills as well. Never go overboard in your interviews and start revealing the information which may go against you. Don't take me wrong, I am saying a very wise thing. Let me explain. If you genuinely have a weakness and are probably working on it and may overcome it in some time, but saying that in your job interviews can decrease your chances to get the jobs. So you should find out those skills, talent, attributes or traits which are required for the job and stop or refrain yourself saying them as your weakness in your job interviews. Now let's come to the part and know the trick how to handle this question. Weakness is something which makes your life and work difficult. And if people know about your strengths and weaknesses, they will try to use them. And the funny part is, they will try to exploit your weaknesses more than your strengths. So did you get the hint what I'm trying to say? The actual answer of this question lies in your strength more than in your weakness. If you know the skills which are required for the job, you should find out the skill which genuinely matches to your strength. This gives you a ground to speak more about your so-called weakness. And now you have to show the interviewer the extreme version of your strength which you can portray as your weakness. This benefits you in 3 ways. 1. You are keeping the interview in your control and within your strengths. Second is, neither you are speaking negative about you, and also you are restricting the interviewer in your positive strengths only. And the third is, you are hinting the interviewer that you are made for this job for which you are interviewing, because you have both the technical and the functional skills. Now let us take up some example of the strengths which are very common in the people and which you can easily find in the job descriptions. These are some examples, but you can find and think about more. Now by looking at the job description and being self-aware, you can pick one of them as your weakness. To make them your weakness, you should exaggerate on these strengths up to a controllable limit and still keep it in a strength-worthy zone so that it never becomes a real weakness. Also refrain yourself to add any negative attribute to the consequences of these weaknesses. So now here are some examples of controlled consequences and exaggerated versions of your strengths which you can use as your weaknesses. So these were the ways in which you can answer the question, what is your greatest weakness? As you don't know the interviewer and their mindset, you should also add that you are working on a weakness and trying to control it, so they are assured that you can overcome on your weaknesses in some time. So this was the video for the day. If you like the video, please hit the like button and share this video in a social media circle. If you have any suggestion, please do comment us below. Your suggestions and likes keep me motivated and help me to bring up new videos every week. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do subscribe the channel and press the bell icon for the notifications. So that is for the day. Thanks for watching. Meet you in the next one, and bye.